Asking the Ancestor, Ancient World. Introduction. For millennia, humans have looked to the spirits of their ancestors and supernatural beings for protection, both in life and death. Although what is known about spiritual beliefs of prehistoric peoples rests solely on the archaeological remains of past cultures, the images they left on the cave walls and the rocks, how they buried their dead, and how they constructed their rituals, monuments, and landscapes. Stone Age burial practices provide the earliest and the most intimate sense of idea of the afterlife, the laying of the bodies, inclusion of the graves. Goods such as drink and food suggest that the dead were equipped for a journey to another place. But archaeology reveals little about the nature of other places. Ritual deposits in the ground, including sacrifices, hint at attempts to placate unknown gods or spirits. The first writing from more than 5,000 years ago sheds light on how spirit worlds were believed to work and the role of ancestors within them. The ancient Mesopotamian cuneiform clay tablets reveal a world teeming with gods and demons and spirits of the dead. The living guarded themselves in their home against such supernatural threats. In Aispu, I guess that's how you pronounce it, professional priests, exorcists were important figures in society. The royal tombs of the ancient Egypt, hieroglyphic texts and colored wall paintings divulge a highly sophisticated, relationship between the living and the dead and judgment of the soul by Osiris, god of the afterlife, underworld. The aristocracy, I cannot say this word, aristocracy. Don't mind me, y'all. I can't pronounce it. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay, some words I can't pronounce. I know English is my second language, so bear with me. I am priests who commissioned elaborate pirate scrolls called the Book of the Coming Forth by Dead, known today as the Book of the Dead, which contains series of spells to protect the dead on their journey to the afterlife. Ancient Egyptian text also includes the first recorded ideas about the concept of human soul. The ancient Egyptians believed that the soul has several constituent parts, one of which, the id, was situated in the heart. 2 millennia later, ancient Greek physicians such as Plato, Aristotle, wrote as the length about the nature of the soul and its location in the body. Written and developed in ancient Asian civilizations around 200 BCE, records from several centuries later shown a preoccupation with ancestral spirits, while incantations written on bamboo slips suggest that the earlier Mesopotamia ghosts and night demons were an everyday concern. Religious texts such as the Rig Veda and y'all can just look at it in Hinduism include the first reference to the concept of reincarnation. Instead of entering the afterlife, the immortal soul is believed to transmigrate to another body, human or animal, upon biological death. The idea of the rebirth can be found in Eastern religions such as Buddhism, Hinduism, and classical Greek philosophy, and the ancient non-literary religious traditions around the world. By the time the Western Han Dynasty 206 BCE, 9 CE in China, and Roman Empire 27 BCE and 476 CE in the West, the range human ideas about the death, the soul, and the afterlife that shaped the world's major religions have already been recorded. These earlier sources also provide clues to beliefs that led to prehistoric human ancestors to create enigmatic monuments. All right, so it says, I am noble, I am a spirit, I am equipped. Oh, you gods, all you spirits, prepare a path for me. Sorry, the light is kind of like a glare on my book. Kind of hard to see. First Australian rock art. Cycle of Zoroastrian dead. See page 27. Wow, look at the little crows there. Is that crows? Some kind of birds. I might have to go to page 27 for that one. The Old Testament necromancy. Wow. Chinese oracle bones. Wow, look at this. Saxon grave goods. The good people. So we're going to read a little bit about this. The birth of the afterlife. Earlier human beliefs, humans are unique as species. Sorry, my cat is bothering me. There is a reverence for physical remains of the dead and the belief that some of a person's essence survives after the death. Spiritual beliefs and burial practices emerged very early in human evolution, perhaps with the awareness that life must end and that, if only reason of hygiene, the dead must be kept separate from the living. Wow, look at that. Spirit mask found in a cave in Nahal Hamar, Israel. This and the similar spirit masks of 7000 BCE are decorated with strips of asphalt on the back, I can't say that word, dictating a range of ages. The masks had cavities for eyes and mouth, suggesting that they may have been worn in shamanic ceremonies. Wow. Neolithic practices. The development of agriculture. I talk about this a lot. Anyway, the development of agriculture in Neolithic period from around 10,000 BCE created more settled societies with them, the first formal cemeteries, and more complex religious beliefs. The increasing evidence of grave goods such as poetry, beads, agriculture implements, and flint arrowheads buried in Neolithic graves such as that in these societies. The deceased were believed to have needs beyond the death must be met. Passage to the underworld. Long eastern passageway that leads into the interior tomb of Noath, Ireland, the longest is kind of Western Europe. Passage tombs reflect the sense of the underworld, a real place the dead must travel. Wow. Similar evidence of cult the dead comes from Kapadocia, in central Turkey. Between 6,000 and 5,000 BCE, there's skeletons and skulls, and y'all could just look at the word. If y'all know it, then look, y'all know it. I don't know it. The skeleton and the skulls were entered beneath mud brick houses, some of which were decorated with painting of bulls, felines, and vultures. At about the same time in China's culture, the Neolithic agriculturalists buried their dead in pit graves and later exhumed and reburied them. This practice indicates that the death and the passage into the afterlife was a process that was not considered to be completed with the physical death. By late Neolithic period, the monumental archetype has appeared in Europe. Large structures, y'all see the word, such as Stonehenge in UK and stone alignments at Carnac in Brittany, France, appear to line up with the cosmic body, suggesting a belief in connection between cosmic bodies, the living bodies of worshippers, and the dead bodies of the ancestors. Passage tombs such as Newgrange and Noath, Ireland, dating back to 3,200 BCE, in which access to the burial chamber is gained through a narrow connecting passageway, provide a sense of transition into the afterlife, which the frequency found decorations, spiral lunges, and concentric circles may have been a way of altering consciousness to enter the domain. It says the importance of the dead was they moved through the cosmos like the sun. They were dynamic element. David Lewis Williams and David Pierce, Inside the Neolithic Mind. Boatman's Steers, the boatman containing the soul. Wow, look at that. That's actually beautiful. I wish I had that in my home. Anyway, it says excavated afterlife voyage. Excavated from a cave in Philippines and dating back to 800 BCE, a Mongol burial jar dictates the journey of the soul in the afterlife. It forms a part of tradition which a body was exhumed and reburied with a highly decorated container. Wow. Figure of the souls folded. Cave prow of the boat has eyes and mouths. Wow. Then this is some more. I'll do more videos later, but I'm just going to read the bottom here. It says, dressed in her finery. This is reconstruction of regalia in the bad shaman shows the special status of a deer antler headdress and a pendant of boar's teeth and tusk. She was buried. It is possible that the abnormality of the vertebrae in her neck and at the base of her skull led her appearance of hallucinations. Wow. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. I just love this. You travel in other worlds on behalf of your people with the help of your spirit animal. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.